everybody. Welcome to the half-hour power hour of the Single 8 show. We are the Good Brothers, and this is the podcast where we talk about miscellaneous stuff and things with some control over our language.
With some control over our language. You know, I've been in the car now for about an hour and a half. I had to do some stuff at my regular work, and I drove down to get you. I need to be cautious of my speed. I have never seen so many police officers having people pulled over as I have today.
Yeah.
It is quite intense. And we just passed one.
Yep.
Yeah. Ticket writing season, kids. It's expensive to speed.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't know.
Right, I'm fishing for topics. This is going to be one of those fishing for topics episodes. So that was a topic I kind of threw out there, and I tried to reel it in, but there's nothing on the hook. Let me throw another worm out to you.
I'm going to talk the clip. Go to the Single 8 show post, and we'll still have stuff to help out with the LA wildfire for you to go towards and help. So, please look at those if you have the money to spare to help.
Yeah, it's on the Instagram. If you listen to the Single 8 show proper, we talk about it quite a bit. All of the websites are in the body of the Single 8 show. I will try to do the same for this one as well. But please, our siblings in Los Angeles County, it's shambles. It is something.
So,
and before anybody starts the water debate or whatnot, the winds are hurricane force winds, 100 miles an hour winds that are blowing things around. And when a rock hits another rock and it causes a spark, and that spark gets carried in the wind to dry areas of the place, you can't get water everywhere that those sparks are going. So, yeah.
So, we will have the links on the bottom for it in the description of wherever for as long as it takes for the fire to go out.
Yeah. We'll keep it going, and for quite a while even after that. There'll be a lot of rebuilding afterwards. So this morning I went to a men's breakfast. A bunch of men sitting around talking about manly things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he pulls the hook back in, the worm's still on there. What is something that you've been, where you been at happy this week?
I don't know.
You know, it's stupid how much I've gotten into Smosh. Here, this will pull you in. This will pull you in. It is stupid how much that I've gotten into Smosh.
This week has been my seasonal depression hit in full, so it's been kind of like me trying to find any comedy I can.
Yeah. And now for 3 nights in a row, I know that I've said this on another podcast. Yeah. But now for 3 nights in a row, I've listened to that 8 hours of Try Not to Laugh.
Yeah.
That has been sick. It's just been truly awesome to listen to that overnight.
We love Try Not to Laugh. I got you into Bit City.
Yeah.
Gotten you is not a word.
You have drawn me into what?
Watching Bit City.
Bit City, is that the SNL type one?
Yes.
Yes, I love that show. The one that comes out on Fridays.
Yep, and they're going to be the next season comes out the 29th of this month.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, I'll be all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just Shane Topper.
Top
and the rest.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
Angela, Damien, Courtney.
Yeah. I've definitely broken away from calling him his character's name on the Goldbergs.
Yeah.
But Shane Top is awesome. I'm ready today. After we record this, we'll listen to the Reddit stories. There's not one today, huh?
Yeah, we can watch I can put on the marathon though.
We can listen to the marathon. That would be great.
And they're probably, that for a little bit more, longer than they normally do, that put out the marathon and stuff.
Yeah. And they kind of need a break up there, too, with all the fires. There has not been a Ralph report since Wednesday, since before the fires started. So I'm hoping that Ralph's okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen or heard anything. I know that Eddie Pence got evacuated from his, where he and Tracy live.
Yeah.
So, praying for the Pences. And I haven't heard how Ralph and Queen Jay are. So we'll find out soon. Hopefully there'll be a new Ralph report on Monday that we can hear how they are.
Yes.
Can we talk about something funny?
Yes.
I'm gonna put a new. That one got a nibble. I pulled out a little small fish with that reel.
Yeah.
You did not watch. You did not watch the first night of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. But the American hero himself, Hulk Hogan, came out and got booed out of the building.
Oh my, that
And every
solid reaction from the crowd.
quite clearly not pleased that Hulk Hogan was there.
They're
got
like,
booed out of the building.
They were like, we don't want to hear what you say.
They
Get
really
out.
didn't. And he went out to advertise his own new beer.
Oh,
And so,
no.
God bless the brewing company that backed Hulkamania on that one, because they may have a dud product. They probably don't have the new Stone Cold Steve Austin Broken IPA, Broken Skull IPA. But yeah, Hulk Hogan got booed out of the building.
Oh my.
And so he's already been on Fox News claiming how he's still the biggest draw in wrestling, and
No, honey.
and his positive response on Monday Night Raw,
Positive. Let the whole crowd booing at you.
booing him out of the building. Yeah.
That seemed like denying reality to a
Well, I think there is a bit of denying reality on the conservative front, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. Like, no, honey. Honey.
Oh, sugar, please. Yeah.
If you know me, you don't want to hear the word honey coming out of my mouth.
Yeah. And the person I felt really bad for is professional wrestling managing legend Jimmy Hart. That came out with him. He's kind of always around Hulk Hogan's coattails one way or another. But
Yeah.
Jimmy Hart is a very beloved person who got stuck in all those boos. I really felt bad for Jimmy Hart.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even think I really liked Hulk Hogan during Hulkamania. Even though I do have to admit, I was a big NWO guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But NWO is different than being a Hulk Hogan, man.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But, so I'm pulling the reels back. That worm's still on there. You didn't bite into that one.
Yeah. But lately it just seemed like, so, and if you're related to me, this is around the time that the seasonal depression hits, and it's kind of hard to go out in any capacity.
Yeah.
But this week I watched a Batman, villain RPG on Pixel Circuit.
Really, explain that to me. I don't know about that.
There is, I have learned that there is a Batman system, and that's what they ran it off
Is
of.
that RPG, or
Yes.
is that like Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes, but I think it's more simple than Dungeons and Dragons.
But it's not a video game.
Yes.
It's it is a role-playing-esque game.
It is a role-playing game.
Well, why don't we own that?
I don't know.
Well, I want to play
I
that.
really like Dark Horse.
Yeah, but I'd play a Batman. I would play a Batman Dungeons and Dragons game with you.
Yes.
I would play Dungeons and Dragons with you if you weren't such a snob
I'm
about
sorry.
it. I'd play multiple one-shots with you.
Yeah.
But no, it's all, you don't know how to play this, so forget it.
No.
Okay.
I would do it if the 2 times I did it, I would talk over both times.
But look who you were playing with, though.
I know.
GAPD sits there and talks to themselves. I talk for a living, and my hobby is talking.
I know.
So look
And
who
you
you're
and
stuck
Rick
with.
Kane was back and forth.
Oh, Rick Kane
and I have no control over you guys, so...
Yeah.
Like, even if I did, I'm like, I don't know.
Every time that you were ever a part of Parts of Unknown, you got washed out. Every time that the insiders have been guests on a Single H show, you get washed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have any control over you and Rick Kane.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever, I'm like, I kind of like, part of the reason why I kind of like playing over Zoom, it's like people know when to turn off and off their mic, turn on and off their mic, and will respect it and not talk over.
Well, hell, I didn't even think about that. We could
Yeah.
do some one-shots with Ricky Kane over Zoom.
Yep.
Yeah. So where is this Batman thing? I'd love to try that.
I will find it.
Yeah.
I will find the system for you, and I'll see how much it is.
I know that Rick would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll see if there's a digital version for her to have.
Yeah.
Because I know there's some RPG players that love paper. I am not one of them, because I'm heavily dyslexic.
All right, so there's a digital version so that you can do all your notes on a screen instead of on a... Okay.
Like, I have all
okay.
my D&D books, but I use the D&D Beyond version a little bit more than I use the books.
What is D&D Beyond? What is that?
The free, like, Wizard of the Coast thing that you can pay for higher levels, but I never care enough to go through, hey, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. Are there still Wizards of the Coast stores?
I don't think there are.
But it still exists online.
Yeah, they filter out all their stuff to libraries and local game stores now.
Yeah. Because one time I went to a thing, when we went to Universal Studios, we went into a place that used to be a Wizards of the Coast. And it was more comic books and pop culture stuff than Dungeons and Dragons. And, yeah, so it's mostly online now?
Yeah, like mostly that's where Wizards of the Coast gets all of their stuff done. If you're a fan of RPGs, you know all the problems we have with Wizards of the Coast. But
well, I don't, so let's pretend like there's people that don't know.
There was a scandal going on.
Yeah?
Because a lot of, like, their art, not like their artist was using AI art.
Oh, really?
And they didn't fully check it.
Oh, so they started to expose their laziness?
And they sent it out on social media.
Oh, wow. So they got called on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like their book fiasco. Look on the search up YouTube RPG Wizards of the Coast scandal. There's many people that explained it better than I did.
So is Critical Role their own company when they make Dungeons and Dragons stuff?
They are their own company.
Yeah.
Their RPG side is called Darrington Press.
Okay.
That had Candela Chura, One Last Gas that I do want to play and get, because that seemed fun. And then their new fantasy RPG that's coming out in a little bit called Daggerheart.
Okay, cool.
That I think would be fun to play with the family. Because Daggerheart is way simpler than D&D.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, we'll look into that.
Yeah.
So the corporate name is Dungeons and Dragons, but the generic name is RPG.
Yes.
Okay, I'll say RPG more.
Yes.
I understand.
But everyone know when you say Dungeons and Dragons that you're talking generalized RPGs pretty much.
It's like when people say, do you watch WWE?
Yeah.
But they really mean professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Where if somebody, hey, do you watch professional wrestling? No, I watch WWE. That is also a correct statement.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, explain the Batman one. What is it like? What's the deal?
It seemed like there's only like 6 stats, or like a little bit more in the game. But I don't really know, because I haven't like watched a lot of playthrough for it.
Yeah.
Other than that one.
Okay. You know, one thing I'd like to do with you sometime, and I'll have a little bit of advantage, so I'll help you very little.
Yeah.
Is you need to do the Batman escape room that Rick Kane and I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. And I would like to do that with you, but I already know the tricks, so I'm going to let you be Batman, and I'll be the bumbling sidekick that every once in a while says the right thing.
Most of the time, that's what I am in escape rooms.
Yeah.
Because of, as we know, me being neurodivergent, I would touch everything until something worked, and then I went, oh, I found these.
All right, explain that phrase to me. Neurodivergent. Explain that to me.
It's like dyslexia, autism, ADHD.
You just gotta touch shit? It's not what is it?
And like those are like the main disorders that people mainly go to autism, ADHD, or like neurodivergent, but it's also dyslexia and other things.
Yeah.
And like neurotypical, that you don't have any mental disorders, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like the stereotypical white men with no mental disorders.
Stereotypical cis people.
Yes.
Listen to me now and believe me later. Yeah.
But my brain that naturally can't pay attention for that long.
Yeah.
So like whenever we're in an escape room, my brain like goes, I have to touch everything and move everything.
And that helps you figure things out.
Yes.
Well, how very handsy of you.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Cool.
I don't know how I feel like with you that did. I don't know if I like that.
Me either.
So, yeah.
So maybe eventually we'll try that Batman game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe one time we'll do a little bit of more RPGs on here, and we'll make it not 2 hours long, but at the same time you're going through one shot. So there'll be an episode like full of exposition and like 2 episodes of rising action.
Right on. You know, there is a podcast I listen to called Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Yeah.
And they have a podcast called TESD&D.
Yeah.
And they play Dungeons and Dragons on it. But they get real vulgar and stuff, so that's why I haven't played it for you. But, yeah. Maybe we could record some of them like they do.
Yeah. I don't mind. Critical Role had done horny stuff before, so I will say it outside of the podcast.
Oh,
There was literally the whole thing.
There's parts of unknown rules on this. Just say it.
So one time in Campaign 3, and a lot of times in Campaign 2, for the distraction, they literally, the whole party would act like they were having sex. That's the NPC that come down after that they had an orgy.
Okay. So there's 2 words that I had wished that I'd never heard you say, that I've heard today. Horny and orgies.
Yes.
Alright, well, you are a young adult.
Well, the good thing is I can't visualize stuff, and that I already don't want to do that, so I let's get a laugh at it.
Yeah, that's true. There's definitely some things you don't want to visualize, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So I was like, let's get a laugh at you.
Yeah.
It was funny, it was awkward. I'm sure someone clipped it, and I'll show it to you later.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cause
I'm good.
The Mighty Nine are the chaos party, so naturally that way to get out of circumstances happening a lot. Luckily for Veltels, it's only happened once, so that was one awkward one. But I'm like, I'm willing to sit for this. Cause it was like only like the very end, and it was only like 5 minutes of like an end of the combat. So
yeah, just
so like 30 seconds in game time.
Well, sometimes 30 seconds feels like 4 hours though.
Yeah,
especially if it's something weird and awkward.
Yeah.
If you can smell what the Rock is cooking.
Yeah, but also they have Sam Riegel at the table that make those jokes all the time. Like, his first character was made off of that, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
I need to make you watch Legends of Vox Machina one time.
I'm down. Everything
that can't be at work.
Everything that y'all have introduced to me, I have just loved.
Yeah.
So I'm open for it.
Kid, we were the weird kid that didn't fully have to grow up quickly, but did anyway because of circumstances.
Yeah.
So...
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that worked.
And that got oddly deep.
It got oddly deep and really awkward.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call this podcast today. That was the Single A Show Half Hour Power Hour.
We were the good siblings.
We are the good siblings.
We are. I'm a weird off-track concept at the moment.
The next time that we record a Single A Show podcast, you will hear us say a word in Japanese.
Yeah.
We are both going to learn how to say good siblings in Japanese. And that is going to be our name. Our name will be the Japanese translation of good siblings.
Yes.
And it'll be very New Japan.
And I'll very much, hopefully by then, finally make the symbol for transcended media. That might be my job tomorrow.
Before we get canceled for using AI. Our transcended media logo was made out of AI.
Yeah.
So, we need to own it, confess it, and move forward from it. And
yeah, I've been wanting to do it for a while. I just haven't had the energy to.
Well, take some pep, smash a monster and go after it.
Yeah, let's stay up tonight and do it.
Oh, don't do it tonight. Today is a busy day. Transcended Media is very busy this entire weekend. And
tomorrow's a busy day. The only option is staying up late either tonight or tomorrow night.
Well,
to get it done.
The new logo will be made eventually.
Yeah.
Yes.
If not, you'll just have oddly drawn cheese for the for the current one.
I like the logo that we have right now, although it's AI generated.
I know, but I want to work in tea bottle too.
Well, I want you to do it.
Because if you have transition going through it, they give you little tiny bottles of testosterone or estrogen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try work that into the logo.
Are you gonna work on a big needle on that too? How about
that
working
would be
on a
funny.
Coke spoon?
No. Stop being Brad Mazard for a second.
Drug abuse is not funny.
Yeah.
Drug abuse is not funny.
Stop being Brad Mazard for a second.
Yeah. For those of you that don't get that, because we exist in parts of unknown rules, whenever you go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, when Brad Majors, Barry Bostwick appears on the screen, everybody in the room shouts out, "Asshole."
Yep.
So, is that what you're saying? Or is that what you're calling me?
Yes.
Bite me.
That's why your nickname is Brad Mazard whenever you annoy me too much.
Well, so is that why you only call me Brad Majors?
No. I call you Daddy Man still the time to time.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have overstayed our welcome.
Have a great week. Donate if you can. Let's admit the half hour power.
We are the good siblings. Have a week.